for the young horse one of the most difficult parts. After the jump, to collect them again. Yeah? We all said on the young horse, mostly in the beginning they land and they lose the balance and they start running a bit. No, this 5 years old, nicely ridden, jumps really with the withers up. Is not jumping what we discussed towards the jump, is jumping up. Why not a 9? Could be also. For a higher note, I was missing sometimes the opening behind. It was kind of hollow, and we don't mind it so much, but behind it made nice jumps, but sometimes not nice jumps. Therefore, an 8 to my taste at that time was a good note. 8.5 for the rideability, because that was beautiful, and if you want to give a 9, you give a 9 as a judge. Yeah, but anyway, an 8.5 shows that it is a good note. Does somebody have a question about the judging of this horse or about the points, what we give, or you got another idea? Everything possible. Because everything is a personal, I discussed also with Pekka, and he said about judges, I said the nicest if you judge by 2 persons. Because one judge likes a blood horse and the other judge likes the Cassini horse, and you can come together, you know what I mean? One person can have an opinion, and then on the other hand, horse has no chance. 2 judges is a way of nicer. Also for the judge. It's not your total, you can discuss a bit, what do we think, did you see that? Because to see everything is not easy.
So, I have one question.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. So, how do you say about the scope? In this note, you just said about technique, but how much is from the scope? Can you see that?
This horse to me looks pretty scopy.
Yeah.
Yes. It jumps it easy. It was not that, but there were one horse, and we can talk about, there are more horses we can discuss about scope. Then I feel it's lack of scope.
Okay.
But this horse does the jump easy. It's no effort.
Yeah.
And if this horse jumps Aachen or Olympics, you don't know, and I don't know. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
But you can see what is the horse is asking now. We ask him, he does it easy. Yeah?
If the horse makes a mistake, does it lower also your points?
If the horse makes a mistake, yes. If the rider makes a mistake, less. You go in your rideability bump down, but you still can like the horse very much, or you still can value the quality of the horse. Yeah, and therefore it was such a pity the girl fell off. We stopped judging, but a pity because we liked the horse, but it was awful. Yeah, the rideability probably will end up with a 5, and maybe if the horse finished the course, I would give him a 7.5 or an 8 for jumping. Even when he was a little bit like this, but he opened behind, he had good reflexes, I like the horse. Therefore, if you do this, it's possible. Jumping for a 6 and the rideability an 8 or an 8.5. And the opposite is possible also. You love the horse, but it's so horrible ridden, then the rideability is a 5 or a 6.
One comment that horse, if you won the class, it wasn't the best horse in my mind, but it was so well ridden, it suited the rider as well, perfectly. I mean, I can see Sanne go far with that one. But in my mind, I saw horses with more blood and with more flexibility and all
Okay.
that. So.
But see, that's a taste.
Yeah.
But this horse was far above medium level of jumping. He did a lot of good things. He has a good technique. He jumped up with the jump. I said no 9 for me because sometimes I was missing ending the jump not totally nice. Yeah, some jumps yes, some jumps no. But maybe here, there we go. If we both are judges, one says this, I like the blood horse, and the other liked if you had Henk Noren in Holland, he liked the blood horse, and Hans Horn, he liked the end of scope. Two totally different, both very good horse people, but they have a bit of a different taste of horses. And I think that's normal, and it should be. Otherwise, we all love the same horse. More questions? Yes.
Do you think there's chemistry between the rider and
No, I cannot see that. You should ask her, not me.
Okay. Are you sure you have seen that?
No. I think if I saw that round, that was a round with pretty harmony, but no, I cannot see if she likes the horse. And I tell why she asked me, she came to me and how much do I believe that a rider can kill the mentality of the horse. I said, if you buy a horse or you ride a horse, then it's very important that there's a chemistry. And if you have to ride a horse, even if it's a good horse, but in fact there's no chemistry, that horse irritates you, you cannot know why, then I think you will never be top. Because if something irritates you, you're quickly angry. Yeah? And if you like the horse by your heart, and it does something stupid, you say, ha. But you're not angry, you're not irritated. Therefore, I'm a strong believer that there should be chemistry between a rider and the horse. Absolutely. More questions about number 1?
What was the breeding of the horse?
That I don't know either. No clue. Because it doesn't, that's a pity.
Yeah, but was
For young
our
horses,
mistake with
Pekka, always
in
age we know.
6-year-old classes starting with hunter pedigree.
Yeah,
But
that should be
unfortunately
beautiful.
we missed in the
You
5
mean Sanna's
years.
horse?
And that was
Was
totally
by
our
Mr. Blue.
mistake.
Mr. Blue.
Mr. Blue. Oh,
Mr. Blue looks.
That's right.
looks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then the horse then is also very well
Stoke.
bred.
Yeah.
And for a Mr. Blue, it showed in fact nice blood. Because Mr. Blue makes good jumpers, but you need a Mama and Lux. Mama and Lux are always beautiful horses with nice little faces. And it's a good combination, but Mr. Blue makes them easily heavy. But this looks nice. More questions? No. Second horse. Okay, I gave a 6.8 and a 7.3. Who would give another note? You all agree with me. How is that possible? Did you give notes by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah? No? No, you was a writer. I can understand that. But Carl, you did?
I gave a 7 for the rideability.
Okay. And for jumping?
6.8.
Also 6.8.
Yeah.
No. Then we are pretty...
Because he was jumping so much forward.
The horse wants to be, I wrote down, the horse wants to be careful. That you value. But the way it jumps, what I told this morning, what is the biggest quality of jumping? This horse did not show that. It jumps towards the jump instead jumping backwards of the jump. But still, it wanted to be careful. And you like the attitude of the horse. The horse wants to go to the fence. That means those things you value. But is it a super jumper or, yeah, I would not ask, when do you want to sell this horse? It does not appeal my taste. Yeah? But you also have to value qualities of the horse. It wants to be careful and it has a good attitude. Now, that you give plus notes. Otherwise, if you only think it jumps too much forward, then you give a 5. So the horse deserves more than a 5. Because the rideability is okay. The horse wants, but she still can control the horse. Some horses were hard to control. She can control it. And we don't love it, but it's very acceptable. More questions about this horse? No? Let me go to number 3.
Okay.
Okay, I gave a 7.8 for the jumping. Because what do we like about him? He jumps upwards. And careful. Good attitude. Yeah, good from behind. Now, if I see him now on the jump and I would give him an 8, I would. If somebody said I gave him an 8, no, Carl, very nice. I like this horse also. Okay, it was a little bit tiny to my taste. You like a bit more rangy horse, but if you give an 8 or if somebody gives an 8.2, this is a very okay jump. Rideability. Now, yeah, I gave a 6.5. Even if I look now on the video, now if it was a bit higher, no problem. But okay, it was sometimes really against the hand and running a bit. You see there, he tries to collect him and then puts the head up and it moves forward. But nice jumper, more schooling.
Okay, I can tell a few things about this horse, because I know the horse when they started to ride him as a 4-year-old. Like Dan said, it's very difficult to sell small horses, and this is quite small.
Yeah,
It was sent from Germany to Finland unridden because she was so small.
Yeah, you see, yeah.
They didn't bother to work with this horse, they just sent him to Finland. And it's a very nice horse.
Yeah, it's a good jumper. It's a real, what is it? Kidam's Rubin. Okay. Somebody else had a question about this horse, or for yourself it had higher notes, it deserved higher notes than around the 8? Or is it okay?
And how much did you give the rideability?
6.5.
Part-time.
Yeah, 6.5. Because if I see that somebody likes to control the horse and the horse does the opposite, then to my taste is a poor rideability. There's a brake and there's a forward. And if I want to brake and it goes faster, that is poor rideability. Okay, shall we do number 4? Okay, the horse came in. Then I think, and now I know it's numero uno, then I think, wow, nice type, and it starts cantering, and then I wrote down, good canter, active, and carried. Yeah, canter really looks good. Beautiful frame, a horse what is through the neck, and with this horse, if a horse is through the neck, compared to the opposite, I can go faster and I can slow down. Therefore, we start with the rideability. I give it 8.5 because this to me is a well-ridden horse and a well-schooled horse. But now we come to the jump and I give it 6.5. And that was, to me, a bit disappointing. I expected a lot more when the horse came in. But it started jumping, and what do I miss? What do we miss?
He's a bit stiff behind.
Yes.
I miss an athletic horse.
He's a bit stiff and
Yeah.
from behind and from the whole body.
Yes, I miss an athletic horse.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
And what did we discuss this morning? We love an athletic horse and we need athletic scope. And I expected much more when it came in, and it started jumping, and it was disappointing for me, the way he jumped. Maria?
It has to do with the long loins. It's not so strong on the loins, do you think?
It's
It can
possible.
improve the strength.
I did not look too much to the, you look to the type, but you don't look so much to the correctness, because when I was the prize giving ceremony, I saw a horse with those feet, I think, oh, money of the blacksmiths, you know? Therefore, you don't look too much to the details, but maybe you're right. But he wants to get clean, but it was not easy. It's a kind of an effort. and I miss athletic score. For that, at the end, a 6.5 for jumping.
Could you see that the horse just was tired or did not feeling that well or sore or something? I mean, or is it really that?
You ask a
this
good
horse
question.
is
Because
not a super jumper. I mean, what's a distinction?
you're right. You know what I wrote down on my paper? And I did want to say because I'm not a vet. But I wrote down soundness with a question mark. And now I don't mean immediately that the horse is navicular. But this horse looked to me that he's sour on his muscles. Yeah, and even a good character, but it didn't suit at all to the horse what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jumping. That means I would draw blood from this horse. And how are the values? This horse looks to me like a horse with sour muscles. But do something about it, because it's too far from the view. It's too disappointing. You know what I mean? You should check it, in a way. Okay, I'm not a vet, and you asked now the question, and I should not go on the seat of a vet, but out of experience, I wrote down soundness with a question mark. Number 5. Okay, came in, started jumping, and the first thing I wrote down, canter, limited in ruimte, kind of short, limited in, Carl help me, in the longs of the stride. Yeah, it's a bit. I also wrote down that he really jumps with the body up, what we liked. I also wrote down that his front end is okay, but no more. Kind of long now and then. Yeah, you can see it there. But the quality of jumping up, I like. Jumping up with the body. Because of the canter, and also what I see on the jump, I wrote down limited in scope. That's what I wrote down. And I don't know at the end, but I have really a question if this horse can jump a big class. Yeah? Because I miss canter, I miss also some, you can see behind, athletic jump. It is a kind of, the biggest quality is jumping up with the body and wants to be careful. And that's a big quality. And then for the rest, for me, it's a bit the end. I like more athletic horse, more stride to get to be a scoping horse. Yes, Mrs.?
Yes, I agree with everything you have said, but then why this 6.5 for rideability? Was it 6.5?
This is number 5 had a 7 for jumping and a 6.7 for rideability.
Okay.
Yeah?
So what did you look at in the rideability that was not good, so to say? Because that was hard for me always to get the same number.
Oh, I also gave 8s and 8.5 for rideability.
Yes, but this horse, what was so
Yeah, let's
not
look at
rideable? Not
Yeah, it is rideable. It is rideable. But the canter, maybe I punished it.
for the canter.
No, yes, maybe I punished it a bit twice, the canter.
Okay.
I missed that loose canter.
So
And there again, then she backs up and then the horse starts boop, 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 doing this.
yeah.
Instead of fluently, you want to go backwards and the horse keeps the stride. Then it suddenly starts to boop, boop like a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah? Also her rhythm. To tell something about her riding, she looks sometimes with her hands and not with her eye. You've got lots of riders, they look with the hand. If they don't see a distance, they hold the horse. You've got another kind of rider, they don't see a distance and they pull the speed up. And she looks with her hands. She is not sure of the distance and then she pulls it a bit up. I was missing the rhythm during the course. It was not a nice rhythm.
Niin, se tuli eteenpäin. It's not in front of the leg.
Excuse me?
It's not in front of the leg.
Yeah, I don't know. If you pull on the front, he should come back, and he does come back, but he does not keep his canter. That's what I was missing a bit. But listen, that's nice. Somebody, and if you give a 7, nobody will say, "Oh, that's way too much." What did you give, Carl?
6.9.
For riding.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't love it either. And what did you give for the jumping?
6.8.
Oh yeah. Who can judge for 1/10 or 2/10 of points? It's and also if you judge, you have to give now and then a 6.8 and a 6. Otherwise, everything is on one equal with the prize giving ceremony. Very important is that you have a clue that you agree. This I would like more. This and this is super, or this is. Number 6. He came in and he canters a bit the head looks like. And I mean with that it's kind of heavy and I could hear him all the time. Boom, 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 boom. That means he was not very light footed. A kind of a heavy canter. He was jumping okay upwards, let's say okay, no more, no less. He had a bit of long front legs. I don't say he jumps hollow, but what do we miss also again? It's an athletic horse. This was for my taste not an athletic horse. This horse we discussed this morning about the neck and about the lightness of the connection from the head to the neck. And now you see a bit, this horse is always there, and if he pulls back. This is not easy for him because he has a short neck and he is pretty heavy in his connection from his head to the neck, and that causes mostly kind of trouble in riding. Those horses, have a stronger mouth, not because of the mouth, but because of the flexibility. That was lack of him.
Done. But I think the rider was showing the horse quite nicely.
Okay, you gave a highest than a 7.
I gave 7 for both.
No, yeah, then we agree. I gave a 7 also for rideability.
Yeah.
6.8 for jumping. There's number 6 was it? Then we talk about number 6, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What is this horse?
Yeah, number 6.
Okay.
I gave 6.8 because I was missing an athletic, and I gave a 7 because it was an okay rhythm, and I was missing the flexibility of the horse. But on that level we are even because both are 7. Other people with other numbers? You also get a number 7. No, you see, it was an okay performance. Nothing wrong. Becca, number 8.
Take number 7 first.
There was no
If you have 7, then it's okay.
There's one missing.
7 ja 12 puuttus.
Yeah. This was such a particularly difficult horse to judge. And I liked the horse. I liked his natural talents. And I did not like the way it was ridden or it was schooled. There's against the hand, and it was in fact the whole course like this. Schooling wise, what a pity. Or the horse has a bad mouth. I don't know, but it is totally not ridden through the neck. But I like the canter. It has a very active hind leg. It's always carrying himself, even if the head is up. still carries himself. That you like in the canter. And the horse is jumping upwards, very good behind, very good behind. Sometimes not so beautiful in front, but it also, she was held in it even when it went into the air. Therefore, I thought the rideability, even with a 6.5, it's plenty enough. Yeah, and I gave with a pleasure an 8 for the talent of the horse. Somebody agrees or disagrees? Agree? Good.
Tuossa oli semmoinen hevonen, jota jäin miettimään, että jos olisi ollut raadissa tuolla arvioimassa, niin siinä olisi saattanut kaikkein eniten mennä mielipiteet ristiin. Että tuosta olisi saattanut joku ei tykätä ollenkaan ja joku taas tykätä paljon. Minä olin taas sen kannalla, että tykkäsin.
Niin mäkin.
Se oli tässä.
Niin.
He was saying about this horse that for judging was for him difficult because you can see like many people, more people who was judging, it could go really mixed with the judging, like difficult to judge.
But look at there, number 3. How deep it comes, still does up, and jumps up. Quality jump.
Yeah, but
I think
he liked
likes
the horse. He liked the horse.
Okay. Would you get a higher note than an 8?
Hyppy oli minusta, että uskon, että tämä hyppää isojaissa.
A lot of scope.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I like the horse.
I gave
like the horse.
I gave 8.4.
Okay, no problem. No problem. I would maybe was one of the horses I would ask for if it's for sale. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes it was a bit in the front leg because of her, and you have to judge what you see. But we agree, our instincts tells us this is a nice horse, a nice jumper, maybe the nicest or one of the nicest. Absolutely. And what we love about the horse, even if even sometimes it jumps like this, behind, boom, always good behind. Nice horse.
Minkä sukuinen tää on?
En mäkin ollut täysin Irkko Meena. Mikä se sukupuoli oli? Landlord. Irkko Meena Landlord. Ei. Ei, se oli joku Sentimor Landlord. Se olikin hyvä se Sentimor Landlord.
Number 9.
Eikö se ollut toi Centerleo, se Sentimor Landlord?
Joo, ei se tää
Niin, kun sä muistit, että joku on.
Okay, it starts cantering, and then I wrote down already that the canter is not supple. It's a kind of a stiff canter. Even I have a bit of a back problem. Those horses don't sit so comfortable with that kind of canter. It's more bump, 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 bump. Okay, also this horse wants to be careful. I miss suppleness.
And power.
Power, you mean scope.
Yeah, scope.
Limited in scope.
Yeah.
I also wrote in the canter that the canter is missing length in the stride. Now, and there you see again, if you have missing length in the stride, you miss 90%, you miss scope. Okay, a 7 and a 6.8. The horse was okay ridden. Just the horse. No more, no less. But you miss suppleness. It's a kind of stiff. Number 10. If there are questions, you give a yell. Eh? Now this is the girl who fell off, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what a pity. The horse really wants to be careful. Okay, you can say only one thing. This horse needs another rider. What a pity. Who is the owner should say, I hire another rider or what else, but needs another rider. The girl is not ready for such a young horse yet. Maybe in 2 years, but not now. And this horse looks really careful, good behind, And there will be maybe one day after lots of mistakes that the horse thinks, thank you very much, and don't do it anymore. Because it's easy to take the hard way. That's a long one, and that is a steep one. Yeah, and the horse needs, in his way of riding, a trust, especially a young horse. But we all agreed that we like the horse? Yeah, that's the point. Pity.
Nyt se oli sopiva hetki ostaa.
Se tyttö on just ostanut.
Need to give offer.
It's the right time to ride a horse.
Yeah. No, I'm willing. Nice horse. Number 11. Yeah, he was the right ability for my taste. Far away. I wrote down about the canter. It's limited in the length of the stride. I was also jumping too much forwards. But what do you like about the horse? It has a good attitude. It keeps going on. And that's also a plus point. Shoulder in. Even the last strides, he doesn't open her hands, he keeps hanging on the mouth. Let's say those horses do not have a lot of chance to develop a jump. Yeah, this in Dutch we say is a stoorzender. If you put the radio on and you then there's something in the air what is disturbing. She disturbs more than she does it positive. Yeah, needs more training. Otherwise those riders are not ready for, especially for sure not for young horses to develop. Because young horses to develop you need trust, you need a good hand, you need an okay eye, not a perfect eye but an okay eye. And that's you miss, and that's a killer for horses. Especially for quality horses, not for stupid horses. And for quality horses, close the end of the story. Questions about this? Or we give a 6.5 and a 5.5. Too low? I don't think so. From 11 we go to 13. And then you can see beautiful in the turn. The girl even doesn't try to make a decent turn. Let horse go like this through the turn. No, a horse should relax his neck and go around his inside leg to get balance for the next jump. I like this horse also pretty much. We have the right ability. I did not like that much. But the horse, to my taste, has some quality. The canter could carry itself a bit better. Therefore, she always has to pull a bit, because if she let go, then the horse will go faster and faster. Can be a mentality thing, but I think this horse should carry himself a bit more in the canter, but does jump upwards, is good behind, has good reflexes, quick at the fence, up. Do we agree this is a nice jump?
Yes.
Do we also agree that it was the rideability was poor? It's a 6.4. The horse shows not a good mouth, but again, I don't know if you train this horse, how bad would be the mouth? I don't know. You wrote it? I have to train it better. Yeah. Rideability, and that I told that was the whole thing with the 5 years old. There were 2 beautiful ridden horses, and then it was about finito. But that is the future for the horse, because jumping, this horse is a jumper. And if you want to continue, and the classes get higher, now it's 5, it's next year 6. Yeah? Then the rideability decides if you go clean or you have 4 faults. But if he comes like this out of a turn, you come too deep. Why you come too deep? Because he was not obedient in the turn. He killed your distance. And then I have to pull or I have to ride, and both is a mistake. And you get a reel, not because it's a bad horse. The rideability is bad.
Tässä olisin antanut enemmän nyt kun näin tämän videon, kun mitä tuolla katsoi mielipiteet tällä välillä, kun tuosta katsottuna muuttui minusta vielä Manesassa mentiin, kun oli liian matala.
He sees the thing what you said earlier, that here now when he looks at the video, he sees it better than
Okay, now I saw it also in the ring because I gave you 6.4. and you, if you train this horse, you should build a course of poles, not jumps, poles on the ground. Yeah, and you can do it 5 days a week. You should, but it's not a killer for a horse. And you go over those poles and you say, and the horse does this, and you say, oh no, stop. Make a nice circle and come again. And if you put this leg, he should do this. And if you put this leg, he should do this. It's so easy. But if you try to, it's very easy. But if you do it on 1 meter 10 fences, it's not easy. But if you do it on poles, and you can jump a course on poles, on the ground, but looks very stupid, but it is fantastic, and then you go to Cavaletti's, you go this high and you do a little course, you should see how that horse is reacting in 3 weeks. Then you have a different horse. All horses get different. Because if a horse falls against your inside leg, you're out. You are out and Ludger is out, anybody is out, because they kill the distances. Most important thing, balance in the turns. Number 14. Yeah, also poor ridden. Well, even 6.8, it's enough. Because the horse, she is in fact always riding to the fence in an overspeed. But the horse has quality. Looks very careful, jumps up. What can we have doubts about? And that's the scope. Yeah, I don't know. But the attitude and the technique, we don't know where he ends up. And I have my doubts if he would jump Aken. I don't think so. But you never know. This horse is willing, is very quick in his reflexes, looks really careful. But also, yeah, to my taste, pretty poor school. Okay, she was clean, and we had other horses with bad ridden, and they had one down, and they don't in the prize giving ceremony, but it's a pity, because we saw nice horses with the fence down, they are mostly out. And even we came back from 4 points to 2 points to give them a chance. People question about this horse. 2 high notes, what I give? 7.9.
I was wondering about the hind legs, because I think she doesn't open up too much.
But okay, let's have a look again. Now, look to the hips. A horse should, if they jump, they should bring their hips in the second part of the jump up. Up. What is opening? It doesn't do this, but I'm not scared that it makes a fold. I'm not scared to look at. Some horses you think, ooh, there comes one. But this one, no, because always brings his hips up. Up, body up, hips up. Bit short-legged, of course, he's short-legged. That comes deep, she pulls and comes deep, keeps the canter, and still hop, jumps up. Okay, for sure, what classes this horse will jump, I don't know, but the horse has quality, and what do you like very much? It is controllable, and it has a very good instinct to clean the fence and a much go. Likes to go. Rideability, again, mediocre. Questions about this horse? If you do not agree, do you agree a bit, Carl?
Yeah.
What note you give for him, for jumping?
I gave 7.5 for the technique and 6.5 for the rideability.
Okay, okay.
What did you give?
I gave a 7.9 for the jumping, for the technique and the quick reflexes. I love the reflexes of the horse. Even if it comes deep, then he knows how to clean the fence. And that, to my taste, is an instinct for the horse, because the horse had not the best ride. He had sometimes a bit of long distance, and the other one was deep. And quick reflexes. Therefore, I gave probably higher notes. And then we got number 15. Oh yeah, number 15. Yeah. Beautiful technique to my taste. Always an even front end. This is the Tinker's boy. I liked his jumping. I gave the highest notes. That must be, at that time I liked it pretty much, yes. Look, always jumping up with the body. Yeah, and rideability I gave a 6, because in fact if she wanted to break, or she did not want, the horse was getting faster and faster. There was no brake on him. No chance. You see, came in pretty fast in the double, but still, second pole jumps backwards. Does some people have other notes for this one? I can imagine. Can imagine. I'm too high with the 8.2? Oh, you like it also?
I gave higher, 8.2.
I gave 8.2 also. Yeah, 8.2 for jumping. And a 6 for the rideability. If I see it on the video, if I had to give now a note for rideability, I would go higher. But there you get, we discussed it this morning. Now I see it on the video, looks better than what I got in my mind at the reality. Because it was one pop, one line she could not break. What do you have, Carl, for rideability? Also 6. Ah, you see, we are on the same level. It looked pretty poor to me, yeah. But I like the horse very much. Good jumper, good reflexes, quick, jumping up. Like it. Everybody agrees? We like this horse? Okay. And the last one, number 16. Oh yeah. The Chester. Yeah. Nice type anyway. I wrote down the canter, kind of quick. Yeah. How come? The horse has a kind of a hot temper. Yeah, and to my taste is also pretty poor in. Yeah, you see, inside the horse also pushes in the turns, and the rider also rides pretty much with his hand. Easy to back up, then you got a canter like this instead of a smooth canter. The horse wants to be careful. I gave 7.2. I wrote down okay technique. The canter we discussed already. It jumps up with the body. That's a plus point. Even this horse, I miss that it is athletic. It's stiff is the wrong word, but it's not athletic. Okay, front end, no more, no less.
What was the rideability?
6.8. Why? Because the horse is acting what the rider is doing. I don't like what he's doing.
Okay.
But the horse is acting. If he wants to go back like this, it's the wrong way to go back. You should. He does. Can't this. But the horse does hop, hop, hop. He's obedient. That means the rideability of this horse is in fact okay. He does it not nice, but... Do we have questions?
I have.
Oh!
I saw one, my opinion, the best 5-year-old ever never seen.
Ever seen?
Ever never seen. I have a small video of it. Yeah, but you know, I saw the horse, I get sweaty.
But here? Today?
No, no.
Oh.
Here. And I have shown this horse to Peg Anderson and everybody to ask, is this really so good as I think? Can I show it to you?
Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
sir,
Now
I'm
it's
thrilling.
I'm really.
This is now a thing to try to sell the horse, not at all. Not at all.
If it's possible, you would love it.
If it's working with this computer, I'm not sure. I think so.
Never seen so good fight.
Never ever seen. We was doing about 140 course with the horse, 5-year-old.
That's 140.
This was a situation where we was trying the horse. It's Tinkas boy and 5-year-old.
And where is the horse?
In Belgium.
Okay.
And I have an option for this horse for my daughter up till Tuesday, and I never ever sell it if I will get it. It's 2-3 minute video. And this was all what we was trying, not much.
Did you say it's a mare?
No, gelding, Tinkas boy gelding. I even now feel.
What's the mama?
Not sure, not sure.
Blanco.
And now it will make a small parkour. One touch.
Hyvä ponnistus.
This is the touch. And now a combination, and that's it.
And you still dreaming?
Still. Still.
If it's the best 5 years old I've ever seen, that's another question, but it's anyway a very nice horse.
Okay.
How much?
I don't sell it.
Oh, you...
You don't own it yet.
No. I don't.
He's trying to buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, up till Tuesday.
Okay.
Was it a good one?
Yeah, I'm not dreaming like you do, but it's a very, if I got him at home, I tell you, I got a very nice 5 years old, no doubts about it. But not that you say it's the best 5 years old I've ever seen.
Yeah.
No, that's a bit too much.
Okay.
But behind very good. Girl rode him very well, bit long distances. To try him out, then go and drop your hand and come a bit deeper and vertical. Then you see it's the best 5 years old you've ever seen.
Okay.
Because then you can see what I meant. If I do this, does he do this?
Yeah.
And she rode it very nicely, but she gave him always space.
Yeah.
And also the ground lines, lots of ground line on the verticals. It's okay, but it's hard to judge the way she rode him. Good jockey, she gave him a bit of space. How good in front, I don't know, but I like him also. And if you say 20,000 euros, sold. 25, sold. 50, I wait.
It's